Grand Rising, welcome to Healing Hype Man. Message of the day, if you find this message, I hope that something here can resonate with for you to help empower you or give you that motivation to keep going. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Let's dive in. Okay, we're getting to Phoenix Father. I'm using the empowerment cards. Aren't they beautiful? And Celestial Lighthouse. Being reborn through fire and being guided. Rising above the ashes. This reminds me of you're being guided through a phoenix rising. You could very well be being guided out of adversity. Oh man, out of adversity. And I don't say that in a bad way, but I feel like there very well could be adversity or something that you're overcoming, and you are being guided into a new direction, into a new light, into a journey. I am accompanied on my journey by love, wisdom, and power. I'm never alone. Let's kind of dive into this. Tell me about the Phoenix Father, right? What is, you're being reborn in some sort of way, and again, you're being guided. Okay, Alvin, let's repeat ourselves 1,000%. 100 times, 1,000%, 100 times. Ace of Pentacles, Three of Swords, there's definitely pain there. Queen of Swords. An opportunity to speak upon your pain. I think that you're seeing a light at the end of the tunnel here. There very much is clarity behind something that once caused you pain. I think that there's you see a window, you get an opportunity, someone gifts you something or pushes you in that direction to go down the journey. I think everyone's journey is going to be different. Clearly, you're on some sort of spiritual journey if you have found me here. Page of Pentacles, willing to invest, sitting in surrender, the Tower, because there's so much change taking place. It's almost like now some of you could have been reflecting on something that once caused you so much pain. You could be reflecting on how much you're willing to invest, how much you have invested into something that caused you so much pain. I feel like you're getting an opportunity. I mean, like you get an opportunity and you're like, oh, maybe I should consider that, right? If there's a consideration, you see a light, and so you're considering that opportunity. Very well, can be considering an opportunity here. And I want to say this, like it has to do with what you went through. How I see that on a spiritual level is like my lessons learned have now given me tools and information and guidance, and it is now directing me in where I want to go. Of course, we make decisions based on our own experience, our own experiences from the past. So if you had a difficult, challenging experience, you're starting to understand who you became because of those experiences, the person that you became, the person that adverse experience pushed you to be, that crisis, that trauma, that stressor pushed you to be, those situations pushed you to be someone. The fire burned and what's left is the ash, and in the ash grows the phoenix. So you have transformed and you're starting to see the light. You're starting to notice the change in your life. You're starting to invest in a direction, guided direction. You're being guided into a direction of continued change. You're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You're about to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Wow, that was just Interesting how that came out that way. You're no longer sitting. This is a cycle has completed, Ten of Swords. The cycle has completed here. Something once brought you pain and anguish, or just a mental cycle. Perhaps it's finally hitting its peak. Seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Wow, talk about from dark to light. The sun. From dark to light. We're talking about fire. We're talking about celestial lighthouse. We're talking about a light shining the way through. This is your journey from dark, from pain and sorrow to light and some sense of positivity, some aspect of feeling like there's hope. Very deep in meaning. Does not have to be so deep in meaning for everyone. Starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm just pulling random cards here now to see what comes through as I do that. Balancing and juggling priorities differently. Yearning for and connecting with like-minded people, places. Connecting with a higher version of yourself. Two of Cups. Figuring out the Moon and the Nine of Cups. Figuring out what emotionally satisfies you. Figuring out what your wishes truly are. As now you have the brain capacity to you've gotten through something that you now know, mental, mind, think. You now know what needs to be done or what direction you're heading in. Inspiration, new opportunities, spark of interest, spark of energy, spark of sexual creative energy is certainly making its way through. Inspiration is guiding you to some way. Emotional maturity. While you're exploring your emotions here and gaining emotional maturity, some of you might have already reached a point where you feel emotionally mature. And nurturing yourself, nurturing your emotions from a space of feeling like, not wanting to be trapped in life anymore, not wanting to be trapped in the things that were expected of you. Some of you, this screams like, oh, I was trapped in a marriage. I'm gonna be brutally honest. That's just for some. Give me another. Ooh. Spiritual enlightenment has found you, is in the process of finding you. You are in the process of embodying spiritual enlightenment. Welcome to the North Node in Pisces. My North Node is in Pisces. Oh, I'm expecting something. The High Priestess, Pisces energy, the Judgment card, awakening, acknowledgement, aha moments, enlightenment into your spiritual path, enlightenment into things that you did not know, enlightenment behind secrets, behind the veil, aha moments, awakenings. Awakening is screaming right here. Spiritual awakening is screaming right here. And give me one more. Five of Wands and Seven of Pentacles. Oh, tired of waiting and fighting people, but fighting yourself and your beliefs. Not sure. This is uncertainty. This is uncertainty and just inner critic. What about that? Sees a positive light, sees some hope. Your inner critic sees some hope at the end of this, right? Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck because you've worked hard for this. You've been chiseling away at your life since day of birth, not realizing that you were doing the work since day one, since you embodied this human vessel Ace of Cups. This advice. This is, please stay open to receive. Right? The cup is a receptacle. So it will collect water. Water being emotion. Stay open. Even keep your heart open while you're working hard. This reminds me like how sometimes people go on their spiritual journey and they become real fucking bitter. Real bitter. Because they realize that they don't want to step out into society because society is what caused all their chaos to begin with. And they're like, what I'm telling you here is while you're working hard on yourself, while you are dedicating your time and effort, and while you have your head down doing your work, also keep your heart open. How do you do that? A couple different ways you could do that. If you read The Untethered Soul, you'll understand the concept of the flow of energy through the heart. If you haven't, it's an awesome book to read, The Untethered Soul. And when you feel like you're you get an ick from someone or something just bugs you for a quick second, you have to tell yourself in that moment, I have to keep my heart open. You'll notice that, like, see how I do this? Every time I say it, I just feel like I'm open. Whether it's icky or not, or I like it or I don't, I'm still keeping my heart open to allow the energy of love and emotion to flow. So I'm asking you, like, when things get icky and you're uncertain, keep your heart open. And by telling yourself, let me keep my heart open. You can also use the let them theory. The let them theory is, in that moment is going to devalue. You put them on a pedestal to begin with. So you say let them, and you're letting them show you who they truly are. And in that moment, you go from putting someone up here to you putting yourself up top, and now you're just observing. It's more of an observation. Another aspect of like, okay, let me stay open and see what else is here. Let them show me who they are. Let things be revealed to me, right? Just by saying those things to you can very well keep your heart open while you are going through this Phoenix rising and you are seeing the celestial lighthouse shining over there, and you are reaching for the light, to be honest. Let me know how this message resonates for you. My name is Alvin Catalan. I am present. I'm done speaking now.